Hello, everybody. Welcome to Franchise Tag Fantasy Football. It's your boy Aaron here, along with Ray, who's fist bumping for some reason, and I don't know why. Got the two-gun shoots now. We're a little late this week. Sorry, guys. Mother's Day was this weekend. Everything was kind of crazy in life for both of us, so we're actually recording this on Wednesday the 12th. It will be out tomorrow, or I guess today you're looking at it. It's going to be Thursday the 13th. But, you know, life gets hectic sometimes, everyone knows. So if you could, please give us a like, subscribe, comment in the comment section, hit the notification bell, and we'll jump straight into a mock draft 2.0 now that we know what rookies are where. But before that, Ray, how was your weekend?
Well, Aaron, you beautiful American warfighter, you. It was awesome. You know, I got to spend time with a bunch of family. Spend a bunch of time in the hot tub. My parents just got a hot tub. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Donnie. Great friends of the show.
Whoop, whoop.
Me and Olivia were hanging out in there, but outside of that, that's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit some dingers last night, but I didn't know dingers. I don't want another great friend of the show, John, to come at me sideways.
Stop
but
it.
I was finally hitting the ball well last night. I felt good. I felt strong.
I took this whole I'm going to get fit thing. That's why I started at a gym. Happens today that some dude, he brought up softball, some dude was wearing his jersey. And I literally was just like, when are we starting and where do I sign up? He was like, you play softball? I was like, dude, I have like 17 bats in my garage. When can we go hit?
Is he wearing his jersey lift?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He had softball right afterwards, bro. He's like, I'm going from the gym straight there. Yeah, like, I didn't want to bring more clothes, so I was like, I feel that, dude. I feel that.
Yeah.
But
let's jump in.
You ready to run right into this? All right, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to get started. We are going to be drafting from a random spot. We just wanted all of you guys to see the randomized spot that we were going to get. That way you know that we didn't pre-plan this. We're drafting from the 4-hole, Ray. Are you good with that?
Sure.
Well, guess what? You got to be good with it because we're going.
Just to let you guys know, we're going to be drafting the same team, too, so that you get a perspective of both of us and how we would want to have a team together, I guess.
Yeah, that gives us a little bit more talking points, things to go over. So we are in the 4-hole. First, we had Christian McCaffrey, then Derrick Henry, then Dalvin Cook. Ray, right here, I'm thinking personally more of an Alvin Kamara over Saquon Barkley.
See, this is where I knew this was going to be a sticking point. So, look, my dreams of having Christian McCaffrey fall to me in the 4, that's just like what it is, it's dreams.
A dream.
But it's just dreams. I like Saquon more, and I'm only saying that because I like the fact that his offense has gotten better around him. Now, I don't know if Alvin Kamara's offense got better around him since, Drew Brees, future Hall of Famer, first ballot, retiring and having the question mark on that quarterback is an upgrade. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's an upgrade. I want Saquon, but I can also understand the fact that they are going to get Alvin Kamara involved early, often, and frequent.
Yeah, I'll let you take this one. So we took Saquon Barkley, then Jonathan Taylor, then Alvin Kamara, then Nick Chubb, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, I meant to tell you guys this is 12-team half-point PPR, your standard format. So 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex. We're doing 3 bench. We're only going to do a 10-round draft. We do not want you guys to be here forever. So while I was talking, Zeke went. What's up?
I told him on that, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'll let you have the first pick so I can have this one. Zeke went first, D-Hop, Aaron Jones, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, Austin Eckler, DK, Joe Mixon, Cam Akers, Travis Kelce, Michael Thomas. So, you see my dilemma here, right? We normally go running back, but I don't think George Kittle makes it back to us in the next round. Darren Waller might, though. So, I'm going to go ahead. Cam Akers was taken, Ray. I know you're not going to like this, but I'm going to take Antonio Gibson in the second round.
Why would I not like that? It's kid season, baby. What do you mean?
Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes, George Kittle, Keenan Allen, J.K. Dobbins, Terry McLaurin. Do not be this person right here that takes Patrick Mahomes in the second round. You are wasting your time. We've discussed this before.
let me just whisper into your ears the sweet, sweet sound of my people. Draft Darren Waller right this instant. Right this instant. I'm with that. I don't think that they haven't done anything to that receiving core to make that kind of move away from this man, except for to maybe have Henry Ruggs develop, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know if he does. So Mike Evans, DeAndre Swift, Calvin Ridley. If we weren't firm believers in running back, I probably would have taken Calvin Ridley. Allen Robinson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Julio Jones, Najee Harris, rookie for Pittsburgh, Chris Carson, Chris Godwin. You guys can read. CeeDee Lamb, Robert Woods, Amari Cooper. CeeDee went before Amari. Wow, they're almost back to back.
Crazy.
So right here we've got our two running backs. As you can see, we'll flip to the running back pool. There's not really a whole lot. What's up,
Aaron? Let me ask you to pause just real quick. I want to ask a quick question. I think this is a question that a lot of people are going to be looking to have answered. Do you think that Najee Harris is going to go that high?
Yeah, I bet you he will.
Do you think he has a chance to go higher?
Yeah.
My third and final question about this man: do you feel comfortable having him as your RB2 in the second round?
RB2 in the second round? No. Pittsburgh's offensive line didn't get better. It got worse.
Okay. That's the only questions I have. I probably agree with that to an extent.
Definitely in this 11 hole right here, I do not want him as my running back one. I mean, he might pan out. He might be a great pick. I might look stupid. But right here with back-to-back wide receiver picks, yeah, your wide receiver core, your starting wide receivers are awesome, but your starting running back might not be as great as you think he's going to be.
Yeah, and I just want to couple that with just saying the fact that if you decide to take Najee Harris as your running back one, I'm assuming that you're trying to go after like a no RB.
A zero RB strategy.
Yeah, like a zero RB strategy.
Technically, even then, you're going to want to wait. You're going to want to wait till the 4th or 5th round to draft your first running back because you're going to want your flex field as well. In a true zero RB strategy, that is what you do.
Yeah, he's not getting there.
No. So we're in a dilemma here, Ray. We're gonna need to take a wide receiver before all of the good borderline 1-2s go bye-bye. I know you were not high on Kenny Golladay.
Still am not, and I definitely don't want to have two pieces of the pie here in New York. I believe that Saquon is better tasting, less moldy section of that pie.
Well, let me say, do we want the known commodity of Adam Thielen or the known commodity of Cooper Kupp? Because I don't think DJ Moore's doing anything, especially since Carolina just drafted a receiver, and I don't trust Deontay Drops Johnson.
I'd also say if you really felt, if you're a Seahawks fan, or if you felt the need, Tyler Lockett's there. You know he's going to be involved, but do you really want him to be receiver one? Probably not.
For half of the season, I would, but not the entire season.
What happens to that? Who knows? I want to lean on Adam Thielen here. I want to.
That was my thoughts exactly, because he will get red zone touches or manufactured work in the red zone. Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore, Myles Gaskins, Kyler Murray, Mark Andrews, Deontay Johnson. We're up again, Ray. If you want me to go to a specific tab, just let me know.
Yeah. I would also look at double stacking receiver here. I would potentially look at Dak, but I would want to wait, see if he fell back around to us in the 6th. I think
who you're looking at right here?
I like Brandon Ayuk a lot.
You're waiting to see if he falls back to the 6th?
I don't think he will, but scroll down just a little bit for me here, see who's still left on the board so that I can kind of wet my beak, you could say. I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say that Tyler Lockett's probably the guy that I want here.
You want Tyler Lockett here? I would say between Cooper Kupp and Tyler Lockett.
If you took Cooper Kupp, I'm not mad about that. Actually, I want Cooper Kupp instead. You want to have a little more.
I want a piece of that Matthew Stafford pie is honestly what I want. LA got a lot better with Matt Stafford.
And if you think about it, with Thielen, we're having a little bit of a red zone dependency. Cooper Kupp's going to give us that safe 100 reception floor that you know he's going to get.
with the super touchdown upside potential.
Oh yeah, and I'm not saying that Adam Thielen can't deliver. I'm just saying if you're dependent on touchdowns, it's a risky gamble. Adam Thielen does seem like he's the most surefire 10-plus touchdown guy you can go grab, but who knows? Whoever knows.
Yeah. Then Kareem Hunt, Dak Prescott. As you can see, you're starting to get more quarterbacks than just Patrick Mahomes that come in the 5th round. You had one in the 4th, but you can wait. Dak will finish as a top QB1. Kyler will finish as a QB1. Dak will finish top 5. But yet you could have gotten George Kittle, Keenan Allen, one of Calvin Ridley instead of Patrick Mahomes. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna throw another little whisper in your ear. If you still have Mike Davis on the board here, do you want to take him in the 6th?
I mean, he is the only running back in Atlanta, correct?
Do you think, Atlanta, do you think that he's going to fall back to us in the next 7th round? Because I don't think Aaron Rodgers makes it out of the 6th round right here.
I think Mike Davis does fall back to us.
So that's where you're trying to decide, is this a good time to move on a quarterback?
So
I think that...
Hear me out. You could surefire Mike Davis right here and make sure that you have at least a running back 3 option, a 3rd running back option on your team. And what quarterbacks are you looking at here? You got Aaron Rodgers, you got Russell Wilson, you got Justin Herbert, you got Matthew Stafford. 4 quarterbacks that I'm good to take.
And Ryan Tannehill if you want to wait even longer. I agree with what you're looking at here because you're playing the odds. You only have 3, 4, 5, 6 picks until you're coming back up. Are the odds that all 3 of those guys plus one of your backups, your backups go instead of Mike Davis? Probably not. Mike Davis is a starting running back. He's going to get starting work. Is it going to be good work? Who knows?
And by no means, don't get me wrong. James Conner's here too. I think he will be the starting running back in Arizona, but he's obviously way down the list. He'll be able to wait. It's all about your league, know who you're playing against, and then you'll be able to judge these decisions. But by no means do I say, oh my God, I think Mike Davis is going to be great. I am saying, like you, Mike Davis is a starting running back as of now, in this point in time, a starting running back in the NFL. He will get touches.
Nothing to address that.
Yeah, and he's did it in Carolina too when Christian McCaffrey went down. So Russ went down, Cortland Sutton went down, Fournette, Claypool, Ronald Jones, Tyler Boyd. We're back up. Your choice for quarterback is still there in the 7th if you really want Aaron Rodgers. Or you can run the gamble again and try to get the other 2 or 3. It's a lot of picks, though.
I can't believe Leonard Fournette went before Ronald Jones. What kind of nonsense is this?
They're almost back-to-back, man.
I want no part. I want the crowd to hear. I want no part in that backfield. I just don't. No thanks.
Well,
I said last year too, and I know Ronald Jones panned out for a lot of people, but
I traded him and I shouldn't have. I got him in the 10th round and traded him for Beans and shouldn't have.
Beans.
Beans was AJ Green.
I'm going to lean on drafting Aaron Rodgers. I think that you can't get that value back any later. He's not going to come back that late.
You don't think so? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll be the seventh quarterback off the board. Do you think he's going to finish QB7 or higher?
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to point out. I'm not trying to dog your pick right here, but what I'm trying to point out to the viewers is see how you're getting Aaron Rodgers at 7. To return value on him, he has to finish at least 8 or higher, essentially. Well, I'll go with your pick. I'll let you take Aaron Rodgers. Noah Fant, DJ Chark, Juju Smith-Schuster. What do we still need here? Our team's pretty much full of starting positions. Now we're drafting bench players here.
I would say if we could take a look at another receiver here, I was hoping that he might have fallen to us, just a hope.
See, and I think Herbert went. I think it would have been Aaron Rodgers, then Herbert, and I would have much rather had Stafford in the 9th because I think he would have made it back. I think Stafford would have made it back in the 9th to couple with our Cooper Kupp pick.
I could see that as well. I just think the upside from Aaron Rodgers coming in, if he plays Green Bay, he's going to be pissed.
Well, I agree.
He's going to be looking to get some sort of money out of this. So
I definitely agree. So right here now you're looking at, fills. Your starting roster is pretty much filled out, right? You're looking at people who are going to potentially be able to break in and get work as far as running backs. You're going to be looking at bye week fills. You're going to be looking at people who you want to take a shot on at this point in time. These are people that you're starting to think, all right, cool. I think he's going to have a big season. He might move up from, wide receiver 3 on the depth chart to running the number 2 outside. Stuff like that. Stuff that, you're kind of boomer bust guys you want to take shots on. That's weird that they have Tunyon as a wide receiver and tight end.
The name that jumps out to me the most right here is Jerry Jeudy.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say that. And as a Packers fan, if by chance something does happen in the offseason and they go where everyone's talking about him going, that's a huge upgrade. But I would agree with Jerry Jeudy right there.
You drafted Jarvis Landry, though.
Did I really? Oops. I clicked the wrong button. Well, we got Jarvis instead.
Hell yeah.
We got. Hold on. Look at this.
You gonna fix that?
Oh, let me pause this. Where is the pause button?
So while he's doing that, I'm going to explain why I'm a little higher on Jerry Jeudy than I think maybe a lot of people are. He came into the league. He looked like he could actually run a real route. He's dynamic with the ball in his hand. He just had a lot of drops. You know who else had a lot of drops in their first couple of years? Davante Adams. Look where he's at now. You can get a piece of that pie. Maybe he steps up a little faster than Davante did. Not to say he can be that guy, but at least be a competent number 1 option in Denver. I'm kind of liking that. And if they have Teddy Bridgewater throwing the ball, he's going to be checking down the ball a lot. That's kind of where I would expect Jerry Jeudy to make his money. Courtland Sutton coming back, he'll probably fight for the 1A, 1B spot, but I like Jerry Judy's upside here a lot more.
Denver has a quarterback problem. Denver's a good team. They just have a bad quarterback.
I think that if they put in Teddy Bridgewater, he could be serviceable enough.
I agree. But anyways, all right, so I fixed it, as you can see. Basically, literally, Landry and Jeudy switched spots. Everything else was basically the same. So, right here, pick 9. We have 1 bench player there. We got 3 running backs, 3 wideouts. We're pretty balanced right now. I'm not going to take a second tight end, and I'm not going to take a second quarterback. My personal preference, I believe you're on board the same way that I am. You can get those for 1 week fill-ins later in the season. It's better to stash your bench with skill position players. So if we're looking at other wide receivers, we got Corey Davis, Devontae Parker, Devonta Smith, Michael Gallup. I don't want any part of that. There's your boy Jalen Waddle, but you don't want any part of Miami. I don't either. Michael Pittman might be the number 1 in Indy. T.Y. could be a good pickup here late in round or drafts. Nyheim Hines.
I'm going to just say right off the bat, Gus Edwards is still there. And we talked about Gus Edwards in our first episode. He is yet to...
Actually, who I want? I'm going to completely sway you right here. I'm going to go ahead and it might be a reach in this round, specifically in this round, but I want Michael Carter. Javonte Williams, number 2 or 1B from North Carolina. He's a rookie. The Jets drafted him in the 4th round. He wasn't far off behind Javonte Williams in player grading pre-draft, but they got him as a 4th round still, and there's really no other running back. He's walking into a starting role.
I can agree with that. I can see where you're coming from, and I'm not mad about that at all.
Do you want to gamble?
I would gamble with that because we're in later rounds.
Right.
I want to bring up Gus Edwards' name just to make sure that you guys remember that he has yet to finish under 700 yards and 150 attempts since he's been in the league. If for some reason Gus Edwards becomes the only guy in town, you're talking about a potential RB1 in that system.
He won't beat out, or J.K. Dobbins won't beat him out in the offseason?
I'm not saying that. Say J.K. Dobbins gets hurt, he could be a nice handcuff, but also still flexible in an emergency situation.
That's true.
Where if we're getting into these later rounds and you're going to start seeing running backs still falling off the board, you're not going to have that same kind of upside that you would, by drafting like Nyheim Hines. You're throwing a pick away drafting Nyheim. As the Nyheim Hines truther on planet Earth.
You say that just because you got burnt last year. But, so you want Gus Edwards right here? I'm cool with it. I agree with everything. I agree with everything that you just said.
It's either I would rather have Michael Carter. I would rather take that shot because you are right. There's very little in front of him. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Ty Johnson? No. Is it going to be Frank Gore? Is he still alive? I don't even know. He's 86 years old. So
I would.
There has.
Go ahead.
He has to. They have to have some sort of running back in the backfield. Give it to that dude. Why not? Give him a shot.
There goes Gus Edwards. He almost made it back to us.
Yeah.
I would look at Trey Sermon here too. At the Michael Carter pick. I know it's San Francisco, but Raheem Mostert has never played a full season. He's played 16 games last year, but he didn't stay in all 16 games. He's never had a full starting workload, if that makes sense.
I'm going to throw out a name, maybe kind of gross, but Philip Lindsay is there.
Ew.
Kind of gross, but
super gross.
I don't know. If you're looking at running backs, is Marlon Mack still available? Do you want that? Do you want to take that shot? I don't think so.
I kind of do.
I know. I don't.
I think they're gonna give him some work. That way he can get a new contract. Just so you know, Matthew Stafford went at the 10-01.
Okay, so he could have fallen. So if the quarterback that you're really interested in, let's say you wanted Dak, he didn't get there, and you're not really interested in a lot of other guys, or you have your personal rankings with Matt Stafford being right behind, let's say Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, and I guess Joe Burrow and Tom Brady. But if that's where your personal ranking is, then just remember that you could probably wait till about the 9th round. You might reach around in late rounds, but that doesn't really mean a ton in the grand scheme of things, if you know what I mean.
Bill, that dude. So right here, I know we have 4 running backs now. Just for grins, the only people I would really be looking at would be Darrell Henderson in case Cam Akers, obviously. And I mean, they're still technically battling for that starting job. Marlon Mack, like I said, I would look at here because this is late, right? This is 10th round. This is late. This is guys that you think might get a little work or be viable, potentially have a possibility to be traded during the season to go somewhere else. But instead of running back, I'm going to look here at wide receiver. And I'm going to take... Huh?
I want to take a shot at Amari Rodgers.
Do you? No. Or if you want to do that in a 15-round home league draft, by all means. But right here, I'm looking at T.Y. Hilton. Number 1 for Indy. He's a little old. Hear me out. He's a little old, but he is a known commodity. Number 2, they now have Carson Wentz, who, under Frank Wright at the 1 year in Philadelphia, had an MVP season. And you're in your later rounds, take a flyer. Worst comes to worst, it's the 10th round. Guess what? You're dropping him to pick somebody up off the waiver wire anyways.
I can't deny that. And we definitely don't have any real home run hits, except for like maybe Jerry Jeudy pans out to be that guy. I can agree with that.
So, our team is now finished. And as you can see, guys, we have Saquon at the 104, Antonio Gibson, 2 starting running backs, Darren Waller starting tight end. I would say Adam Thielen, Cooper Kupp would be the starting wide receivers, along with Mike Davis in the flex, and he would probably be flex with Michael Carter, depending on when we get closer to the season, see who's got what. Aaron Rodgers at the starting quarterback position, and then 1 bench running back, 2 bench wide receivers in Jerry Jeudy, T.Y. Hilton, 2 flex in and out per matchup basis.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Either. I am not mad at that either. So, and I mean, it is what it is. Drafts get hard. It's mock draft 2.0 right after the NFL draft. A week afterwards. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm saying a lot of uhs, but it's as the off season progresses and rookie mini camps and training camps and all of this stuff goes along. The hype trains are going to start. Everyone's going to be tooting smoke up. We're going to be here to help you sift through the coach speak, which means that the dude who happens to be 4th on the depth chart at the running back position that the coaches are hyping up, we're going to be here to remind you that he's probably not going to make it through the preseason. I
want to throw a couple names out just to make sure that everybody is very aware. Javonte Williams didn't disappear. I know that he's on the same team as Melvin Gordon, but Melvin Gordon gets hurt. Javonte Williams is looking at a lot of work. And who else do they have there?
Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. They got rid of Philip Lindsay. Philip Lindsay went to Houston.
So maybe definitely a name going into the later past the 10 rounds. You're looking to definitely hit some flyers. That could be, or maybe a handcuff. That's one of them. Tony Pollard, also another guy that I don't know if he got drafted or not.
He didn't, no. He's normally one of those guys who goes 13, 14, 15.
Exactly. I would take Tony Pollard over a lot of other handcuffs in the simple fact that Dallas can use them.
Him and Alexander Madison. I would take both of those. Are the two top premium handcuffs. Yeah. Even though Alexander Madison, when he was on the field this past year for one game, left a sour taste in everybody's mouth during fantasy playoffs.
Yep.
Just remember, if you think Dalvin Cook is a freak of nature and a big man, Alexander Madison is actually bigger than him and has the same speed, like catching capability. Like Dalvin Cook plus 2 inches and 20 pounds is all it is. Like, honestly.
But yeah, that's some names. And like I said, Amari Rodgers, I think, is a definite, like, round 15 kind of guy. You throw a flyer on him, he pans out. Talking about a keeper league, I really like that. That's nice.
Yeah, and by the way, all this, like Ray just mentioned, all this stuff is redraft. We do the redraft stuff. But if you do have keepers, like we do, obviously, we do 2 keepers by 10-team league. The first 20 picks, normally 20 players are already off the board. So you'll see people in our league, like you'll see Chris Carson, I think last year went like 105 or 104. But that's literally because there's all the good players are kept. So you have to kind of adjust your draft strategy to how your league is ran or played.
Yeah, definitely got to stay water with that. I think that's really all I got, Aaron. You got anything else? Or?
Couple more pointers, like we were talking about during the draft. Don't draft Patrick Mahomes or whoever you think is going to be quarterback 2 in the second round or the first. It's going to be tempting. Please wait until at least the 4th where you start to get players that aren't going to be quite as valuable. Yes, he might finish 1 at the position. Yes, he might lead in overall fantasy points, but quarterback position is not as valuable as skill player position. Skill players being wide receivers and running backs or premium tight end. But yeah, I just want to beat that into you guys. Please do not do that because you're giving up so much value. Yeah, you have the dude who finished quarterback 1, but as we've shown on our quarterback show, 36 quarterbacks have a quarterback 1 week this past season. There's 32 teams. You know what I mean? So
your value just isn't there. But as we showed with the tight end position, that's a huge difference, huge drop off between 3rd and 5th or 3rd and 10th. That's a Grand Canyon size. Yep, Jimmy Graham was a 10th.
It is.
You want Jimmy Graham?
If you don't get one of the top 3 or 4 who you rank top 3 or 4 at a value or premium tight end, like we like to call them, don't reach for other ones. Just wait. How we kind of waited in the draft and took a few gambles. If you have, 5 through 9 are basically the same player, just one difference in like a touchdown and a reception. So pick out a few people, wait, and then when that last person's on that board that you're okay with taking, then take him. You'll get a lot more value in the other rounds rather than reaching up to take someone who's going to finish at the tight end 7 in the 5th round than you are if you were going to take an extra wide receiver or an extra running back.
Yeah, and we're going to go through sleepers and whatnot, who we think has some sort of potential opportunity in later shows, but we'll definitely have to hit the tight end position just to say, like, hey, if you're later in your rounds and that guy's still sticking around, like a Noah Fant jumps off the table.
Logan Thomas for me.
But T.J. Hawkinson, another guy. I think
Blake Jarwin.
He might fall. Yeah, some guys that might fall. Definitely something to look at later in the rounds. Like if you're in 8, 9 rounds and these guys are there.
The tight end position, like I said, so if you don't get, 5 through 9 and you don't reach for them, right? At this point in time, you're streaming tight end week in, week out anyways. Wait till the end of the draft. Take someone like Noah Fant, Logan Thomas, Blake Jarwin, T.J. Hawkinson. Those guys might not be there, but just wait and take someone, Jared Cook for the Chargers, right? He'll probably still be on the board in the 12th through 15th round, which is normally in and out drafts. Pick him up, have him on your roster, have him as a flyer for week 1, and then after that, you're streaming tight end position. If you're not going to pay up for the premium of tight end, you're going to have to stream them, and that's just cold hard truth.
Yeah,
But anyways,
that's the
I'm
one
done.
point I
Oh,
just want to
and
say.
only draft 1. Do not draft 2 on your roster.
Unless you're to keep the league and Kyle Pitts in 50, then yes.
Yeah, then you can draft 2. Oh, I
Don't do
forgot
that.
about Kyle Pitts. But yeah, so yeah. With all of that being said, I lost my mouse. Sorry. But yeah, with all that being said, please guys, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end. Don't reach. Take a premium tight end. It's worth it. I promise. If you are gonna go 0, you know what? Next draft that we do, we will do a 0. We'll randomize where we pick, but we will do a 0 running back strategy. Just so we can show people what it's about. It's pretty fun. You ever done one?
Every season of fantasy football that I didn't make the playoffs, that was what that was.
We'll show people how to do it. I've done it a few times and made the playoffs. It's all about how you handle yourself in the season and trading. You have to be willing to trade if you're going to do a 0 running back strategy. I'm telling you right now up front. So, but it definitely helps. But I don't have anything else, Ray. You got anything?
No, I just want to reach out to the fans out there, reach out to people that are still sticking around. We appreciate you guys spending this much time with us. We understand you guys are busy, just like we got this last week. But if you could, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let us know that what we're doing is the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. Tell us we suck. I don't know, but just reach out to us. Have some community involvement. And like we had said in the last episode, we're going to be trying to set up a listener league here. And as soon as we get it filled up, maybe 10 team, maybe 12 team, we're going to be giving away something to to the winner of that league. So, like I said, if you stuck around this long, throw it in the comments. Say that you're interested in getting that league, and we'll set it up for you guys.
For sure. Like you said, guys. But until next time, we will see you later.